pleasant good morning from the News and Current Events Department of Kear Communications Network Incorporated. Welcome to the 6 a.m. edition of Kear Newsline. Today is Wednesday, February 5, 2025. My name is Aloysius, Chea presenting in our top stories. Ownership over the Speaker's office takes the center stage. The House of Representatives, as embattled Speaker Fonati Kofa vows not to bow down to pressure from the majority bloc. Presidential press secretary condemns media report linking her to gross financial investment. Kuda Fofana warns media practitioners to desist from spreading falsehood. After suffering physical assaults on the order of controversial Speaker Richard Cohen for voicing out concerns, Monsuado County District 10 Representative Yeke Koruba takes legal action against the House of Representatives. In foreign news, Uganda has launched a trial of a vaccine against the soft strain of the Ebola virus following an outbreak in the country that has killed one person and infected two others. Details of these, the voices of the news make out a package. Please keep tuned. Many thanks for joining us as we bring you the full bulletin of news. The House of Representatives has taken control of the eviction controversy surrounding former Speaker Fonati Kofa after a heated debate erupted during the body's regular session. The dispute was enacted by a letter from Kofa, the chief clerk, in which he defiantly refused to vacate the Speaker's office. In the letter to the House, embattled Speaker Kofa insisted that the House should apply the same procedural standards it used in what he called his illegal removal before attempting to force him out. Tensions escalated amongst lawmakers, resulting into a serious clash over how to handle the standoff. Some representatives saw pulled for an immediate forceful takeover of the office, even suggesting that journalists be present to witness the event. Others, however, cautioned against any unilateral action, warning that storming the office will amount to taking the law into their own hands. After the had seizures, the House's leadership stepped in and assumed control of the matter with it yet to be resolved. Presidential Press Secretary Kuda Fofana has denied media reports of receiving 18,000 United States dollars for reporters covering the recent State of the Nation address. Speaking on local media in Monrovia Tuesday, Kuda Fofana termed as false and misleading reports circulating in the public accusing her of financial investment. She indicated that monies provided for her office was below the belt, adding that she personally squeezed in 600 United States dollars for the transportation of reporters who covered the president's sonal. Madam Fofana maintained that the money allocated to her office was intended for publicity, printing banners, flyers, and a documentary highlighting the workings of the broadcast administration in its first year, amongst others. She furthered that the action by some media institutions to spread misleading information is detrimental to individuals' character and integrity. Following the State of the Nation address on January 27, reporters have lashed at the presidential press secretary for the alleged misuse of the U.S. $18,000 intended for reporters covering the event. Monrovia City Mayor John Shafas underscored the need for more investment in the waste management sector. According to Mayor Shafar, the investment will materialize will provide justice and additional funding in tackling the grappling rate of waste across the city. Speaking at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing Tuesday, Mayor Shafar added that private sector investment is critical for the overall improvement of the sanitation state of the city. Meanwhile, Mayor Shafar has declared what he described as frequent assaults against employees of the Monrovia City Corporation. He recounted acts of physical and verbal attacks meted against MCC employees by some unknown individuals, terming the attacks as scary. Montserrado County District 10 Representative Yeke Cordoba has taken legal actions against the Sergeant at Arms and others at the House of Representatives. According to Yeke Cordoba, his action is predicated upon the continuous harassment of some members of the House of Representatives. He added that the recent action by the Sergeant at Arms to drag him out of session was unlawful and needs to be corrected. The District 10 lawmaker made these comments in an interview with reporters in Monrovia Tuesday. At the same time, Yeke Kodwa has challenged lawmakers, threatening to suspend him without salary. He maintained that under no condition will he recognize Rachel Kwan as Speaker of the House of Representatives, adding that he will continue his stance during the Thursday's session. President Joseph Walker has received letters of credence from the ambassadors of India, Cuba, and Japan. President Walker, in several remarks, recounted the long-term friendship that has subsisted between Liberia and the three nations and craving for enhanced partnership. The Liberian leader lauded the government of Cuba for assistance rendered to the health sector over the years. He also hailed the Indian Republic for contributing to Liberia's economic growth and development through several investment opportunities. President Walker at the same time recognized the immense support of the Japanese government towards the improvement of the country's agricultural and infrastructural sectors. He made the remarks at the grounds of the executive mansion on Tuesday upon receiving the letters of credence from the three ambassadors. Meanwhile, the ambassadors to India, Cuba, and Japan have committed their respective governments to strengthening bilateral ties with Liberia. The ambassadors also vowed to build on existing friendships and programs left unfinished by their predecessors. They lauded the Liberian government for being a supportive partner in advancing the agendas of their respective countries. The Public Procurement Concession Commission has announced a well-developed e-procurement system. PPCC Director Budget Scott Johnson told the Mincast Tuesday that the e-procurement process was tested with six government entities, including the Ministry of Finance, Education, Health, Public Works, and the Liberia Revenue Authority, amongst others. The e-procurement system, according to Johnson, aims to improve accountability and transparency in the purchasing of goods and rendering services across government entities. It disclosed that after the launch of the e-procurement system by the President, 50 ministries, agencies, and commissions are expected to be enrolled in the system for the year 2025. The PPCC Executive Director, however, called on private entities to take advantage of the e-procurement system. The Senate's Committee Chairman on Defense, Security and Intelligence, Momo Cyrus, says the government of Liberia has agreed to make funds available for transporting equipment donated to the armed forces of Liberia by the European Union. Speaking to reporters on Tuesday, Senator Cyrus asserted that Liberia as a country is in urgent need of those equipment. As such, his committee will continue negotiation for the transportation of the equipment. According to him, President Joseph Boakai, who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia, has agreed and instructed the finance minister to make the money available for transporting the security equipment. He, however, expressed his gratitude for the equipment donated to the armed forces of Liberia, and the EU describing it as timely and crucial. Commenting on the issue of employees of the EPS who were dismissed without pay, Senator Momo stressed that the National Security Committee is going to make sure they get their salaries. The Liberian Senate has overwhelmingly confirmed Henry Samoy and James Wolford as executive governor and deputy governor of the Central Bank of Liberia. The Senate's decision was reached in the Tuesday's section following a vote of 21. Following the confirmation, Henry Samoy replaces Aloysius who previously served as executive governor of the CBL. Government of Liberia dismissed claims made by the Panoramic Justice Group accusing the Unity Party government of ethnic cleansing in Liberia. Ethnic cleansing refers to the systematic force or removal of an ethnic, religious, or cultural group from a particular area, often through violence, intimidation, or other oppressive means. Responding to the allegation at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing Tuesday, Information Minister Jeremy Pierre described the claims as evil and unintended to portray the bad image of the country for political and selfish gains. He stressed that there is no proven trace of ethnic cleansing being practiced in Liberia, as the country provides a safe environment for everyone to live happily. The National Executive Committee of the Liberty Party has announced Friday, February 7, 2025, as the beginning of its special convention. Liberty Party chairperson Ruki Barry said the convention comes following an internal reconciliation process conducted by the Joint Reconciliation Committee of the party. Representative Barry made these comments at a press conference Tuesday at the LP in Unity Fabric headquarters in Congo Town. According to Barry, the unprecedented national embarrassment of the country that has existed for about 4 years in the Liberty Party reached beyond tolerance and affected the fabrics of the party. The Montserrado County District 1 representative had also vowed to restore the reputation of the party, which, according to her, was once cherished as Liberia's foremost constructive political institution. And the acting chairman of the Board of Commissioners of the Governance Commission, Dr. Larry Tukpa, stressed the need for the role of the armed forces of Liberia to extend beyond ordinary and traditional military functions. Chairman Larry Tukpa acknowledged the crucial role and numerous sacrifices the army made in maintaining the country's peace. He said the EFL can also become instrumental in promoting democratic governance and fostering cultural responsibility by engaging into interagency collaboration. Prof. Tukpa made these comments when he served as keynote speaker at the 68th Armed Forces Day Symposium held at the Early Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Congo Town. The Acting Governance Commission Board Chairman, however, stated that though the AFL has made significant strides in promoting democratic governance, there are still challenges faced by the army. That's it for the news. Bulletin, one of our top stories we are following. After suffering physical assaults on the other controversial Speaker Richard Cohen for voicing our concerns, Montserrado County District 10 Representative Yeka Koduba takes legal action against the House of Representatives. Straight into the news, Presidential Press Secretary Kuda Fofana has denied media reports of receiving US $18,000 for reporters covering the recent State of the Nation address. Speaking on the local media in Monrovia Tuesday, Kuda Fofana termed as false and misleading reports circulated in the public, accusing her of financial investment. She indicated that money is provided for her office was below the belt, adding that she personally squeezed in 600 United States dollars for the transportation of reporters who covered the president Sonam.
I did not receive any 18,000. I didn't receive 1 cent for them. All I'm asking you is be credible, be accurate. The basic ABCs of journalism, the accuracy, balance, and credibility. You want a story, you hear something, ask me.
They did not reach out to
Oh
you.
no, they didn't reach out to me. To be specific, at no time that I received any $18,000 from members. I wish that resources available.
Did
But
you receive money for them?
I did not receive money for journalists, let alone ENPC members. In fact, I did say the other day on Spoon, because when we're talking about the annual message, there were plans on the communication side. Normally, when you're doing these big initiatives, you have to do extra things like printing of banners, like preparing the place, the sound. You have to get new set. So for my office, for example, we had to be able to print the souvenir for the event. We did the speech. In fact, I got a copy here of the speech. I'll send you a copy. You have to print this. You have to print the flyers. You have to print banners. You have to print the tote bag, the calendar, keychain, pen drive. And then what my office did, the department, we did a video documenting the president's first year in office. We had to buy a pen drive. And you know what? How much a pen drive? For 300 copies of pen drive. You know how much a pen drive costs? Somewhere around $15, $20. If you buy in bulk, maybe they'll give it to you for $18. So if you buy in that quantity, you know how much you're talking about. So even the resources, the $3,000 I was giving my office to do all of this work, including renting of equipment to broadcast the president's speech live. We had to broadcast it live, the sound, and do all of the instruction, ensure that it has that high level quality of sound. I mean, the 3,000 was way below.
Presidential Press Secretary Kula Fofana. Montserrat County District 10 Representative Yeke Koduba has taken legal actions against the sergeant arms and others at the House of Representatives. According to Yeke Koduba, his action is predicated upon the continuous harassment of some members of the House of Representatives. The District 10 lawmaker made his comments in an interview with reporters in Monrovia on Tuesday.
We changed government because of certain issues. The laws have been disrespected. So they have come to tell the law again. I came to issue writ on the people that assaulted me. Our rules are very clear. How a lawmaker can be asked outside. So I came to issue a writ. My lawyers in there, I'm trying to issue the writ so they can send for them, so they can read our rules. So Jim Pulen can come and interpret the rules and see what the rule says. Then they show in the rule book what in the rule that say I should be dead outside. So I'm the code of officers to put. I came to issue it on them. I pray that the rate be respected. We come here because we need to be our rules. We need to work. We need to work in our place according to our rules. The Constitution is very clear. The provision of the Constitution that protect me is very clear. The provision of the Constitution that protect us is very clear. So to see somebody assaulting me, I will redress. So I have come to issue it. My lawyers in there trying to issue and the rate is issued. So we can start a rule that say, drag the man out. Put the man out. As long as the public know the provision of the rule that say drag the man out, put the man out.
At the same time, Yeke Koduba has challenged lawmakers, threatening to suspend him without salary.
I challenge them. And our intention for the junta, I want to restate that they are juntas. Yeah, challenge them. Yeah, but let them go in and somebody wrote one letter and they put it there. While of them they came in soldiers. I bring that chance again, I will say the same thing. No, until they can get the 49, until they can respect the Supreme Court of this country, I don't recognize it. My salary. Okay. It's going to be in session today. I'm going to state my unreadiness. I don't recognize it. He was jumped up. He was placed there illegally. And anybody that takes respect the Constitution, the rules of the function, is a jumped up.
Montserrat County District 10 Representative Yeke Koduba in conversation with reporters. You're listening to the Wednesday, February 5, 6 a.m. edition of Kear Newsline. John Effort of the News and Current Events Department of Kear Communications Incorporated. My name is Aloysius, Chea, presenting. These are the top stories. Ownership over the Speaker's office takes the center stage at the House of Representatives as embattled Speaker Fonati Kofa vows now to bow down to pressure from the majority crowd. Presidential Press Secretary condemns media report linking her to gross financial investment. Kuda Fofana wants media practitioners to desist from spreading falsehood. After suffering physical assaults on the order of controversial Speaker Richard Cohen for voicing our concerns, Montserrat County District 10 Representative Yeke Koduba takes legal action against the House of Representatives. In foreign news, Uganda has launched a trial of a vaccine against the Sudan strain of the Ebola virus, following an outbreak in the country that has killed one person and infected two others. We'll take a short break to be back with more developments. And thanks for joining us. Monrovia City Mayor John Chaffan has underscored the need for more investment in the waste management sector. According to Mayor Chaffan, the investment, when materialized, will provide logistics and additional funding in tackling the grappling rate of waste across the country. He spoke at the Ministry of Information press briefing Tuesday.
The sector needs considerable amount of investment in logistics. Today, the MCC has a few trucks. About 10 of them happen to time because of the conditions. What does that talk about even on? We have two front end loaders. Challenges in logistics and moving this waste. But beyond that, moving these waste, we can't keep having one landfill here and stockpiling in another landfill and stockpiling. So we'll be working very hard with the One Commission and a number of partners, members of the government, to see how we can attract the necessary. And why do we need investments? Because when we take the waste from all of these locations, we keep processing the waste is important. Sorting the waste. So we need investment in what we call a material recovery facility, where when the waste grows, it takes paper and put it one side, it takes plastic and put it one side, it takes what you call organic waste. The waste composition right there is 30% is organic waste. I know a lot of people talk about plastic, but interestingly, based on the waste composition, plastic makes roughly about 20% of our organic waste, makes over 40% of our waste. And so we need a necessary investments also in that. Food waste can be transformed into what we call compost for agriculture. Also, in the end, the waste can be used to produce energy. But you understand the complication with producing energy. Of course, the minister just talked about energy gap that we need. While we produce our energy, we need to look at the optical, we need to look at transmission, distribution. It takes a lot of investment. So I know that the public looked at the anticipation of getting things done. We try to explain some of these intricacies so that you understand that there has to be a short-term plan, and that's what we're doing right now. We're cleaning. We want you to join us in building a culture of cleaning. Support us where we need to support us, where you see the teams out there. We have our medium-term plans that we've been doing, is fixing the facility with what we have today. We have Clemmer, we've renovated it. We have Stockton, we've renovated it. We have rental, we've accommodated space to see how we can continue using it. And then the long-term plan, we're now talking to a number of investors. Interestingly, we've gotten at least 3 or 4 interested investors that we are making serious progress with. And in the near sooner future, we will make some announcements.
Meanwhile, Monrovia City Mayor decried what he described as frequent assaults against employees of the Monrovia City Corporation.
We have members of our team that work on day shifts and night shifts, using limited resources to maintain a sense of sanity along our main street. While taking them, it is important to also inform the public that members of our team have been undergoing a series of attacks from some unscrupulous persons, especially those that work in the night. We've been having to be screened by certain unscrupulous individuals. We thought it was a one-off incident, but then it's happening more prevalently while they're working midnight, even though there's a city police, and someone will stop schooling them and just run away, show abusive warranty and just run away. There's also some challenges with those selling midnight and selling food and selling all this stuff. When a team approaches them to say, hey, you gotta clean at night, they will jump the team to fist fight. You gotta sell the food, they gotta sell the food there. So I want to call to the team as much as we have a responsibility to pay. We need the support. We need the public to cooperate. It's already a difficult job. You make it even more harder if you do not cooperate with it. Fixing the waste problems in the city, it's not an event. It is a process. And it's a process that is tied in with a lot many things. Collection and disposal is what we look at. Collecting the waste from the homes, disposing the waste. First, we have to fix the infrastructure, which is those transfer stations. Those transfer stations will temporarily hold the waste. The final resting place of the waste is in the warehouse. Before you move the waste there at the night, you want to take the waste from all of the locations in the daytime and move them to temporary locations. Those two locations.
Monrovia City Mayor John Shaffer. Governor of Liberia dismissed claims made by the Panoramic Justice Group accusing the Unity Party-led government of ethnic cleansing in Liberia. Responding to the allegation at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing Tuesday, Information Minister Jeremy Kear described the claim as evil and only intended to portray the bad image of the country for political and selfish gains.
Finally, you've been following something that is being referred to as the human rights report on a group called the Panoramic Group. We've been looking deep into the report, but don't get it wrong. If someone has claims to human rights abuses, irrespective of the status of the organization or whether they've done one at all, pay attention. And we'll look at it and see what we can find out and what we can do about that. Our check shows that this group has a lot of questions to be answered. They provided addresses that are inconsistent with the facts. They've used different addresses in the communications they sent to U.S. officials versus what is established on places that you can check them on. But most importantly, because we talked about this before, because group claims in their report, and one of the things they accuse the country of is that there is an issue with ethnic cleansing in Nigeria. And just ordinarily we're wondering what ethnic cleansing is. What is the ethnic group that is being cleansed in Nigeria? Does he have any clue at all as to what he's talking about? So, panoramic group, as he calls it, is as a business entity. So very inactive, no functional website, but for a business entity to a quote unquote human rights group, Congressman Jack Smith wrote the current Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, all the claims, including ethnic cleansing, is taking place in Nigeria. For the good of the general public, this is what constitutes ethnic cleansing. Expulsion.
Liberia's Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism Jalemic Pia. The acting chairman of the Board of Commissioners at the Governance Commission, Dr. Larry Tukwa, has stressed the need for the role of the armed forces of Liberia to extend beyond ordinary traditional military functions. He said the AFL can also become instrumental in promoting democratic governance and fostering cultural responsibility by engaging into interagency collaboration. Prof. Tukpa made his comments when he served as keynote speaker at the 68th Armed Forces Day Symposium held at the Ellen Johnson Ministerial Complex in Congo Town.
Plays a crucial role in maintaining peace and security within the country. To do this, however, the role of the AFL should now extend beyond traditional military functions. The AFL can also become instrumental in promoting democracy, democratic governance, and fostering a culture of responsibility. By engaging in interagency collaboration, the AFL can contribute to the enhancement of sustainable democracy in Liberia, considering the power, maintaining law, order, peace, and security by neutralizing potential threats, assisting with disaster, and promoting federal resilient initiatives, promotion of democratic governance, through dedication to upholding the Constitution and protecting the rights and freedoms of all citizens, fostering civic responsibility, through civil military relations initiatives, such as working closely with other government agencies, civil society organizations, community youth, and other stakeholders. The AFL can help to address the complex challenges of Liberia more effectively. This collaborative approach will require a sharing of resources, experiences, expertise, and information needed to more comprehensive and coordinated efforts. There are many examples that are so clear. The AFL can collaborate with the Ministry of Justice, for instance, to improve law enforcement and the criminal justice system, or with the Ministry of Health to provide medical assistance and support during health crisis, or with the Agriculture Ministry to increase agricultural production as well as protect our waters and fisheries. But we have seen already the area partners with international organizations to provide support in areas such as peacekeeping, disaster response, and the protection of human rights.
The acting Governance Commission Board chairman, however, stated that though the AFL has made significant strides in promoting democratic governance, there are still challenges faced by the Army.
This includes participating in community research projects, organizing outreach programs, and engaging in dialogue with local leaders and residents. By doing so, the AFL fosters mutual understanding and cooperation, which are essential for a sustainable democracy. While the AFL has made significant strides in promoting democratic governance and civic responsibility, there are still challenges to overcome. These include limited resources, logistical constraints, and the need for ongoing training and capacity building. However, there are also opportunities for growth and improvement. Leveraging technology, enhancing inter-agency collaboration, and continuing to engage with the civil community, the AFL can further strengthen this role in promoting sustainable democracy. Let's not forget, there are hints that the appeal with the AFL is visually alarming. The signals.
The acting chairman of the Board of Commissioners at the Governance Commission, Professor Alaric Chopra. The Senate Committee Chairman of Defense, Security and Intelligence, Momo Saros, says the government of Liberia has agreed to make funds available for transporting equipment donated to the armed forces of Liberia by the European Union. Speaking to reporters on Tuesday, Senator Saros asserted that Liberia as a country is in urgent need of those equipment. As such, his committee will continue negotiation for the transportation of the equipment.
We were given some equipment by the EU, and they were ready. All we needed was transportation. We did not just sit. We did flag the issue of the executive, um, of asking them to see how the executive could help support this because the equipment questions are needed. Liberia, we are in dire need of security equipment, especially military hardware, considering our army. And so that negotiation has been going on. But the good thing about it is that we are almost at the point where the machines will be transported. The government of the Republic of Liberia, through His Excellency Joseph Nima Barker, who have been the commander in chief of the armed forces of Liberia, have agreed and have instructed the finance minister to make the money available. It's my known that the money is being made available already for the machines or the equipment to be transported. Where everything is processed, the biggest thing was the government to provide the fundings, and there are committees responsible to make sure that the equipment in country. What I can assure you is that the Liberian government has made the money available to transport. There are processes in transporting that, so I will tell you 1 week, 2 weeks, but the good thing about it, the money has been provided by the Liberian government to get the equipment. There are a lot of equipment.
Commenting on the issue of employees of the EPS were dismissed without pay, Senator Momo stressed that the National Security Committee is going to make sure they get their salary.
It is with the purview of the authority of the EPS to find out who are qualified, who are legitimized to be there. Because the EPS is close protection. It's a matter of trust. And so what we said is that those officers that were dismissed have worked for the presidency and they should get paid. And we insist they will get paid. I mean, from the standpoint of the National Security Committee, we only insist that those dismissed EPS officers get paid by virtue of them serving the presidency for the time of review.
Nova County Senator and the Senate Committee Chairman of Defense, Security and Intelligence, Momo Saros. The Public Procurement Concession Commission has announced a well-developed e-procurement system. PPCC Executive Director Roger Scott Johnson told the makers Tuesday that the e-procurement system was tested with 6 government entities, including the Ministries of Finance, Education, Health, Public Works, and the Liberia Revenue Authority, among others.
At the PPCC, a lot is going on. We are currently in we are about to launch the e-procurement. The very important step towards transparency, accountability, and packaging of procurement processes in this country. And the president has yesterday installed a fighting corruption, making sure that people in government are here accountable and doing a regular account procurement. We do admit that in the past, we had to face some corruption Any government start with procurement or the total cycle. The Public Procurement Control Commission has embarked on a ambitious public procurement modernization effort that seeks to address the challenges associated with the implementation of public procurement reforms in general Liberia. Today, the PPCC is part of the report that has developed a well-functioning electronic document procurement system integrated with all our platforms such as the LRA, NASCO, and NASCO. The EDP system has been configured, it has been tested, it's working very well. We have tested the system with 6 government entities, 6 MAPs. That is the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Public Works, the LRA, and the PPCC.
Is the Executive Director of the Public Procurement Concession Commission, Roger Scott Johnson. The National Executive Committee of the Liberty Party has announced Friday, February 7, 2025, as the beginning of its special convention. Liberty Party Chairperson Ruki Barry said the convention comes following an internal reconciliation process conducted by the Joint Reconciliation Committee of the party. Representative Barry made these comments at a press conference Tuesday at the Liberty Party newly refurbished headquarters in Congo Town.
The party will be holding a special national convention from February 7th to the 9th, 2025, as the final stage of our internal reconciliation process. As you are aware, the Liberty Party was, for the past 4 years, tangled in intra-party conflict that shook its foundation and robbed it of its acclaimed status as an alternative voice in the political space of Liberia. Howbeit, the circumstances of the past 4 years, the national leadership took deep reflection of one of the guiding principles upon which the institution was established, and that is to reconcile our nation into one body politics and move swiftly to constitute a joint reconciliation committee, JRC, to begin the process of healing within the institution. I should inform you that whilst the JRC made significant progress in the direction of achieving reconciliation, Honorable Musa Hassan Bilete, then national chairperson, resigned as chairman and subsequently parted ways with Liberty Party. Consistently with relevant provisions of the Liberty Party Constitution, I, as vice chairman for administration, then assumed the position of chairman, and we have continued to work along with the JRC to keep the process on track as we go for the national convention. Beginning with the political leader, I wish to express gratitude to members of the Joint Reconciliation Committee.
The Montserrado County District 1 representative also vowed to restore the reputation of the party, which, according to her, was once cherished as Liberia's foremost constructive political institution.
The reputation of the party, which was once cherished as Liberia's foremost constructive political institution, will be fully restored. We will regain and surpass our previous possession on the national political landscape. Liberty Party will come out of this very, very strong. And when Liberians see our unity and the principles we stand for, they will give us the opportunity to serve. The political leader and I have gone further to mandate the JRC, that is the Joint Reconciliation Committee, and the National Secretariat to continue to update policies in the general public on the ongoing process of reconciliation process while keeping the hopes and aspirations of our great party alive. The unprecedented national embarrassment of the conflict that reached beyond tolerance, especially during the just ended elections, affecting the fabrics of our grassroots base and sympathizers has come to an end.
The chairperson of the Liberty Party, Rookie Barry. Grand Judea County District 1 Representative Jeremiah Sokon has called on national government to empower Liberians through job creation and youthful initiative. Speaking to reporters in Monrovia Tuesday, Representative Sokon said it is the responsibility of government to provide job opportunities in all sectors of the country. He has at the same time called for the provision of a comprehensive update on the investment of the Putu mining in Grand Judea County.
We benefiting today huge job creation for many talented but not skilled Liberians in the Southeast. And so we take this time. The time is now. The Ministry of Justice, the National Investment Commission, the Ministry of Mines and Energy to move expeditiously to cancel that MDA because it is not useful and we need to exert every effort to bring in new investment because this country needed, grandchildren needed. We should not be in the middle of a very clean fresh water we just know. So today that was the communication for and I want to commend my distinguished colleagues who agree with this idea and we look that February 18 will see this ministry, proper authority to be here to give us reason and give us a clear, definitive plan as to when we can reactivate that investment and get Liberia back to work.
Nigeria County lawmaker Jeremiah Sokan. Uganda has launched a trial of a vaccine against the south strain of the Ebola virus following an outbreak in the country that has killed one person and infected two others. The first patient, a 32-year-old male nurse, died last week. On Monday, the initial participant in the trial, which is currently in isolation, received a dose of the vaccine which was developed by the International AIDS Vaccine Initiative, a global nonprofit organization. There is currently no approved vaccine for the southern strain of Ebola. One does exist, however, for the Zaire strain, which has been prevalent in the past in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Listeners are not foreign note who wind down the curtains on this May week presentation of the 6 a.m. edition of Kear Newsline. Before we go, a reminder of the top stories. Ownership over the Speaker's office takes the center stage at the House of Representatives as embattled Speaker Fonati Kofa vows not to back down to pressure from the majority bloc. Presidential Press Secretary condemns media report linking her to gross financial investment. Kuda Fofana warns media practitioners to resist from spreading falsehood. After serving physical assaults on the order of controversial Speaker Richard Cohen for forcing out concerns, Montserrat County District 10 Representative Yeke Kaliba takes legal action against the House of Representatives. In foreign news, Uganda has launched a trial of a vaccine against the Sudan strain of the Ebola virus following an outbreak in the country that has killed one person and infected two others. The details of these plus other developments will brought you on the 6 a.m. edition of the program. Many thanks to all of you for playing your usual listening role. Many thanks to our reporters and editors for their reading this presentation. Jefferson Perea produced the sound and show our visibility on the social media. On behalf of the entire news team, my name is Aloysius Chea. I presented. Good morning.